Ciao. Buonasera. I'm Nick with Motorcycle.com, and today we're doing something pretty special. As you guys can hear, those are some Aprilia RSV4 Factories and previous model RSV4s. The thing is, in the media landscape, we do a lot of stuff that our viewers and readers can't necessarily participate in. But this is something special that you guys can do yourself. This is Aprilia's Pro Experience. If you've ever dreamed of being coached or riding with some of your MotoGP favorites, then this is how you're going to be able to do it, or at least one of the ways that you could do it. Now, Aprilia puts together a really good package where they provide bikes, gear for rental, and all of that good stuff. And today we're here at Misano World Circuit, where we have coaches like Marco Bezzecchi, Matteo Baiocco, Lorenzo Savadori, and Jorge Martin is here as well as Max Biaggi. Now, I have a lot to learn today. Misano is definitely a tricky circuit, and we're gonna keep riding some bikes, so stick around. The fastest section, yeah. Curvone, correct?
Yeah, the Curvone is not simple, this one.
No.
But the line looks good.
Okay.
Your body position is good here. You put the first here.
Yes.
Put second. Second is better because this engine have a lot of torque and helps to exit to the corner.
Okay. And then settles the bike and
yeah. The line is good, but you can use more the curb. Or start to use the curb.
Okay.
Because the speed, you can enter with a bit more speed.
Okay.
And step by step, try the confidence to use the curb.
Okay, sounds good.
Look my bike and your bike. Bye. I go wide, then I go in, and I don't pick up. And you go tight, you pick up, and then you go wide here a bit. It's a little bit less flow, but it's not too bad.
Okay, sounds good.
You prepare a lot. It's not bad, but then you make too much corner speed in corner 2. So you prepare and it's good, but then you have to cut more and be here for turn 3, not there. So too much corner speed in turn 2, and you go wide. So then you have to bring back the bike on the middle of the track and then go into turn 3, but you lean a lot.
So slow up on turn 2?
Yeah, the place where you start, the corner is good, but you go in with a bit too much speed. So it's better to slow down a bit more and then focus more on the exit.
Okay.
Okay, the fast corner looks not bad. The line is correct. Hey, you chase me, eh? Okay, let's see the Carro corner.
This is the tricky one for me.
Yeah. This one was okay. This line was correct. So you're not that way. So and on the left, you're right. You can get more speed, good angle. And this one, so it's more like when stop on that corner when the ground go off. You see, it goes a little bit down. It's more difficult to get the feeling to turn the bike in because you're worried about the front. No?
Yeah.
But anyway, your first time here in Misano, no?
First time.
All right. End of the turn here. Use it second or third?
Second, and then
Right after third.
If I could get to third, yes.
Yes, correct. This is good. This is third. Yes. Okay, this is tricky too, but the line is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary pushing through there because
It's
start-
moving, no?
Yeah.
It all depends how much angle you get, and because the asphalt is a little bit rough, the rear wants to move a little bit, searching for grip. But anyway, again, this is a tricky one.
yeah.
Turn 4, turn 5. Let's see. A little bit away from the curves. You can stay more close to the curves.
Okay. Okay. So, bit of a sit rep here. About 3/4 through our day. You know, they keep a very organized situation here. Essentially, it works like this. A small group of riders, you know, between 3, 4, give or take, is assigned to an instructor. Now, in our case, that was Marco Bezzecchi, Max Biaggi, Matteo Baiocco, Lorenzo Savadori, and of course the on-staff instructors. Now, basically, this is how it works. You follow around a MotoGP rider who ostensibly knows how to get around Misano World Circuit better than you do, better than me, for sure. And what this MotoGP rider does is show you the way around the track. Now, the guided sort of way to handle a track day or track instruction can seem a little bit boring. You might think, oh, well, you're not going to get a lot of riding time. So we did about 5 or 6 sessions, or we're going to do 5 or 6 sessions, and it's a lot to take in. You get a lot of quality seat time. Now, you may only be out there for 6, 7, 8 laps and change, depending, but you're getting some of the best instruction you can possibly get, and not even truly hands-on instruction on the racetrack. It's just someone better than you showing you how to get around a track efficiently, which is great. Now, the follow-up to that is I've worked with Lorenzo Savadori so far, and they'll critique your riding. Now, is it a true riding instruction school? Not necessarily, and that's not actually the end goal of the entire project. But here's the thing. Aprilia is providing a pretty unique experience, one that few riders ever get to really indulge in unless you happen to know one of those guys personally. So we're going to keep going through here, finish up the day. We have 1 or 2 more sessions, and then we're going to start wrapping it up. Here's my translator. Introduce yourself.
I try my best. In this moment, it's important to cut off the air and go down with the body on the tank.
Okay.
These arms and the chest is on the tank. Okay, the chest is on the tank.
So you want me to drop my elbow down more?
Yes, because if you take the handbar in this position, it is impossible to move. The wrist is blocked. Okay,
So
is blocked the wrist.
Yeah, okay.
It's impossible.
So
If
hold
you-
it more like a screwdriver.
Yes.
Okay.
The handbar is perpendicular of the hand, and not in this position, but in this position. And your arm is free.
Okay.
Questa posizione qui la devi prendere già
This
dall'inizio.
position for the first time, okay?
Sempre.
Always.
Okay. Sounds good.
This correct position always. This is the moment, okay? You are too upper.
È vincolato dal gas.
Is the handbar, you have the gas on the right side.
Yeah.
It is harder respect to the left side, okay? But if you take the handbar in this position, your arm is never free to move. Move this hand in the correct position and you are able to take your time and take your free.
Lui ora è
In
avanti.
this moment, you are your back in front of the bike, okay?
Questa è la conseguenza perché nel pezzo dritto
Okay,
non si è arretrato.
Okay, if you in the straight line you don't come back with the back. Okay, you in the corner, you are always on the tanks. Okay, take your space on the straight line and stay back on the corner. If you have 4 fingers for your, you understand, and the tanks is more better because you have the possibility to move on the bike. Okay.
Okay.
If you stay on the tank, you don't have any possibility to move.
Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. Just wrapped up the Aprilia Pro Experience, and there's a lot to be gleaned from this program. It is a pricey program. Currently, this track day ran about 3,200 euros. So if you convert that to USD, well, that's, in the middle of about $3,000 or so. The thing is, this is one of those, I don't want to say exclusive because it's not really. Any paying customer can get in on this if you have the means, right? So what is this really about? It's not so much a track training course where you're going to learn how to ride and do all of those things. You will learn. In fact, I learned quite a bit just about my riding style and some habits that I really need to work on. For example, I tend to sit up a lot. I ride a bit old school, right? Not the most interesting for photos, but it is what it is. This is something that instructors kind of picked on. Obviously, they want me to drop my head down, get my elbows out, do all of that good stuff. Another really important thing that Marco Bezzecchi pointed out, it's a very strange thing to say, is that I rush a lot of corners. So I'm trying to make up time in ways that end up costing me time. So is it an actual rider course in the way that we would view something like California Superbike School, Yamaha Champions Riding School, MSF, or any of those other courses? And really at Motorcycle.com, we promote riders getting advanced training. Is it that type of course? Not on its face. Because like I just said, I did glean a lot from working with Max Biaggi, Marco Bezzecchi, Matteo Baiocco, Lorenzo Savadori, and then all of the Aprilia Racer Days training staff that were here. What this program is about is delivering an experience that few can really get in on. The fact is, we see these riders ripping laps around Misano and other world-class racetracks, and getting to be in a intimate environment with these people, asking them questions, because at the end of the day, they are just riders like you and me. They happen to be much better at riding motorcycles than you and me, but they ride them nonetheless, and really, they're just motorcycle guys at heart. That's all they really care about. And that's pretty darn cool when you really boil it down. This is a sort of turnkey experience, because what you get is a show up and ride sort of thing. You get to ride 2025 or whatever current model year is available during the time of this hosting, but you get to try out the latest Aprilias and then interact with their staff. Look, this is a very, very interesting product overall. As I mentioned before, is it a true training product? No, but I got a lot out of it, just as a motorcyclist. And the experience of it, being able to talk with these people that have a wealth of knowledge about a very technical, tricky circuit like Misano, it's an experience that can't really be replaced by anything else. There are other manufacturers that offer similar things. Ducati has a couple programs that are definitely in this wheelhouse. This is a pretty awesome experience. Having never set foot in Misano, and then we actually got to turn some pretty decent laps, and we rode a lot. Well, that about wraps it up for the Aprilia Pro Experience. If you guys have any more questions about this program or any other motorcycle related questions, go ahead and visit Motorcycle.com for all the latest news, reviews, and gear reviews. As for me, we gotta hit the road.